Yeah, everybody. It's your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast. And of course, my man.
From the Van to the Van Podcast. Oh, I'm ready to hit him tonight.
Oh, hold on a second, man. Yeah, we're going to hit him all right. Just like the Yankees
New
did.
tricks for the Yankees. Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track.
Ah, damn it. Internet. What happened?
Who the fuck knows?
Fuck, man. What happened here, bro? Let me go back here to the fucked up my whole there you go.
See ya. There's a leadoff hitter. 1-0 Yanks.
That was the first one. Welcome, mister. I guess I gotta stay on this. Hold on. There you go.
First baseman in 67 games. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
Listen, bro. There's no better way to open up against your old pitcher with back-to-back first pitch home runs.
No, and not only that, what is with that fucking... He got fucked.
Sorry.
Hogan did in, like, comeback matches. And what's up with bleaching that hair? You notice that? What the fuck was that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the hell happened. He all of a sudden, I mean, he looked like he came here like, you know, one of those rehab fighters, right? That, you know, don't have it anymore. And he came into a fight unprepared, dude, and got his ass kicked. I mean, he looked horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. And Nestor was what, you know, and shout out to Nestor, man. Nestor's my boy. He's down here from Hialeah. Gave us some good years. You know, we got more than what we actually paid for from Nestor. That was like an investment that it was a positive return on investment, so much more than you thought. But holy shit, Nestor, it looks like he was even out of shape. Right?
Yeah, well, he kind of looked like that in his last year, too. But, I mean, he's also, I think he's the first pitcher to give up back-to-back-to-back home runs on the very first pitch to every batter. Friday, what was it, Thursday? Austin Wells was the first catcher since 1900 to lead off a game with a home run. I mean, I know we're only 2 games in, but we could be a little excited right now.
Look,
a little bit.
I honestly, if we're gonna open that way, right? If we're gonna open that way, I am honestly thinking. I'm trying to get the damn volume. I don't know why my fucking screen. Oh, here we go. Shit, man. I am having a brain fart here. Let me get your volume up a little bit here. Listen, I think he's the first pitcher ever to give up that many homers. I think he gave up like 4 or 5 overall.
Yeah.
With facing the least amount of batters. I think he only faced like 17 batters or some shit. Like not even close. It was some weird number like that. I saw a stat come up. That was insane. Not only that,
but think about this. FanDuel, DraftKings, all these sports betting apps must be pissed because people are putting like $10 wagers down and getting a payout of like $7 to $10 grand in the first inning.
My gosh, man. It was insane. Look, Nestor is he's still giving us wins, even in the opposite team.
Hey, why not? We got to get him any which way, unlike our crosstown rivals who can't beat the trash can Astros.
Hey, man, you know what? Hey, they started the season. You know, Soto already got a homer. He gets on base. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens.
It's funny mentioning that because last night, so Mets fans are tweeting out, oh, Soto's got one. Where's Judge's home run? Yeah, well, Judge matched you one and upped it by another almost 3 because he almost had the 4th one later on in the game.
He had 3, a grand slam. What is it? Total 8 RBIs today for Judge?
Yeah, like 8, 9 RBIs. I mean, Mets fans are sitting there saying that Yankee fans are mad that we let Soto walk. I'm one that doesn't care that he left.
Me neither. You and I have the same thought.
Shit. I don't care. I didn't care. I didn't care for it being dragged out. I didn't care for what he was looking for. I didn't care where he went because you knew he wasn't staying here. Because look at all the shit the Mets are giving him. A free suite, 24-hour security, prime seats for 4 family members to the All-Star game.
Family vacations.
Yeah. What the? Okay, Steve Cohen. You want to pay that? Go ahead. You want to give that away? Go ahead.
I like the fact that Volpe has started really, really nice. All right. 3 home runs in the season. I like it. I remember this is a guy from our offense that can produce close to Soto numbers, right? I don't know how long this mirage of I mean, look, all the old dudes that we picked up this season went yard today, all right?
Yeah.
Bellinger, Goldschmidt, right? They all look like they're all some, I know it's only game 2. We're talking about the same game of the season, but fuck it, man. You know what I mean? Hey, $1 in the dream, bro. Give me a chip in the chair, baby. That's all we need.
Yeah, I mean, for the lack of moves they made in the offseason, to start off like this, I mean, you win on opening day, which is something the Yankees rarely do, whether it's home or away. So to do that is pretty good. The thing that people complained about this game, it's game 2 and Boone already switches the lineup. Like, this guy's batting here. This guy drops. This guy moves up. You're leading Goldschmidt off, which, okay, it worked today, but can we stick to one lineup for like 3-4 games? And if it doesn't work, okay, then switch it?
It works today because we knew we were going to rock Nestor, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just what we did. Let's take a look here. What do you think of? I know that in pitch Fried a lot today. 4 1/4 innings here, 7 hits, 6 runs. It was 2 runs, pretty much. 6 runs were bullshit. I didn't look as sharp as he wanted it to, but I like the fact that let's put him out there. We know the offense is going to carry it. Let's not overkill him with innings. This dude came off an injury. Again, just like Rondon in the first season, you got to get him used to Yankee Stadium, bro. You know what I mean? I think smart. That was the only thing that I think he did smart, but to get him out of the 4 innings, right?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it was already 13.
It was like
6 at that point.
It was like
over. It's only like 4 1/4 innings he pitched, and Milwaukee could have maybe came back. But I mean, could you imagine if Bob Uecker was alive and calling this game for the Brewers like he was Bob Uecker in Major League?
Yeah.
For every home run he'd be sitting there saying, "Yeah, he's gonna need a rocket up his ass to catch that one."
Oh my dude, that was 9 homers, bro. A Yankee record. That's amazing, bro. That's insane, bro. I mean, the captain led the way with 3, which this is Judge's, I think, 3rd career 3-run game, 3 home run game. That's nuts, bro.
And I think he's trying to break the narrative of he doesn't heat up in the colder weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can't hit in March or April, but come May, June, and he starts lighting it up. And I think he's telling people right now, listen, no, that's not always the case. I can hit in March. I will hit in April. I will hit in May, June, July, August, September. Even if we get back to the World Series. That's where I need him to hit, is in the World Series. Not in Game 5. Game 1, 2,
absolutely,
3, 4,
dude.
and 5. That's where I need you to hit.
Absolutely. I mean, we know what he could do. He's 2-time MVP, right? I mean, he could be the MVP every year if he wants to, right? If he's healthy. That's the kind of talent we have. But yes, you're right, man. The Yankee greats are made in the postseason, not in the regular season. So what are you smoking, Jim, before we keep talking over here a little bit, man? We kind of overpassed that because we were so excited.
I just went with a regular. I went with Mr. Reliable, the Asylum 13.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nothing fancy tonight,
You can't go wrong with that.
I've been vegetating all day on the couch watching The Wire, so.
Listen, dude, it's pretty dope, man. You know what I mean? It's The Wire's a good show. There we go. There we go.
There it goes. See ya. The Yankees' 9th home run of the day.
Man, boom.
Drill deep.
The fuck out of here.
There it goes. See ya. The Yankees' 9th home run.
I mean, today, bro, I think anybody, even Phil Rizzuto, could have gone yard. Rest his soul.
Babe Ruth just went yard.
Yeah. Let me tell you a story about the cigar here, right? It's called El Pama, right? My friend, a co-worker of mine, remember I told you a story? I introduced him to cigar smoking, and now this dude is kind of like you. I mean, this guy even has a humidor in the office, right? He can't smoke in the office, but he gets shit shipped over there. So he also has, apart from, he's one of my supervisors. He actually works for me. Holy shit. Hold on a second, bro. It's windy. It's windy out here, man. I think it's not even hurricane season yet, and it's windy up here. I gotta switch the camera angle. Hold on a second. Holy shit, dude. Hold on. What the fuck, dude? So I have it on the I had it on the on the ring light. Oh man, now the camera got fucked up. Can you hear me? Hold on a second.
I can hear you. You just frozen.
Yeah, damn. Here we go. We're getting clear. Well, hurricane season starts in June, and already getting hold on a second. Let me bring my. There you go.
So always something.
That shit's starting already. Hold on. I think I got to change cameras for a little bit. There you go. We'll use this one in the meantime, right? Then we'll go back to the webcam. Oh man. Anyway, there, I think you can see me there. Now I'll go back to the webcam a little bit. Let it marinate. So yeah, this guy here actually, he owns a accessory for cigars, and he has some real high end shit. Like, so he said, my buddy, he started getting into cigars now, so he made his own cigar. But what he's known for is, you know, he makes like ashtrays, you know, the cutters, real fancy shit, like not the cheap shit. Like you buy one of his packages, you're spending like $300-400. He caters. So my buddy has a transportation business. He does this on the side, right? Where he does, he has like a Mercedes and he has like shit like that. And he does a lot of transportation. And that's how he meets these people. So he meets a lot of these individuals who are in the. That's why I introduced him to this shit. Because he keeps saying, listen, man, everybody like ask me for cigars every time, you know, I pick them up at the airport or I pick them up, you know, to take them to the hotel or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah. I introduced him to, like, I gave him a Cohiba for the first time, you know, when my mother was going back and forth to Cuba. And he got, after that, he just took off, right? Just to make a long story short. And now that he's mentored all these people, that's how he made all these connections, because he's now smoked cigars, hit lounges and shit like that. Because he goes, listen, dude, this, most of the time, because he does this on the weekend and on the nighttime, you know what I'm saying? And the other time he has people driving for him. He goes, dude, sometimes I take like 20 people to an event, drop them off, and have nothing to do for 4 hours. So it's like I hang out at the lounge, I hang out over here, you know, waiting for everybody to get out. So it's like, but yeah, he met this guy, and it's holy crap, dude, this is like, the wind is fucking strong here today. Fucking blowing everything on my damn screen. So I want to try this. Say, yeah, I'll take it. Let me see what's popping with this. I'm gonna light it up in a little bit. Let me try the webcam again, see if it works. There we go. Oh, there we go. Let me see. What the fuck? Technical difficulties, people. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. We're back. And we're back. So what are the biggest takeaways you got from today? Apart from the fact that we hit a shitload of home runs, 2 games. We pitching is pitching, right? I think Owen did an honest job game 1, which is it's a good start because we're gonna need him to pitch way more innings than he did last year. So I mean, the bullpen is the bullpen. They've done a tremendous job. I mean, when you have a big lead like this, and I guess this is going to be the story of the season. Can the bats stay this hot? Because we're going to need more pop than we probably have in recent years.
It's that. It's obviously not getting a legitimate third baseman. Proved well today that we need one. Because with the errors that occurred from what I've seen, that's what created these run-scoring situations for Milwaukee. Again, you know, Cashman gets saved again, man, because, you know, it's only 2 games in, but everybody's all right. Oh, look, it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. Goldschmidt's going to be this. You know, third base is going to be what third base is. Rodon looked good in 7+ innings. You know, Fried, you know, but you didn't go out. You didn't get a legitimate left fielder. You didn't go out. You didn't get a third baseman.
No.
You didn't get Younger at first base. But, I mean, I guess for the time being, if you could pounce on teams like this, you can get away with it.
And that's always good for the beginning of the season, because we pounce on every freaking team early on because the schedule allows it, right? But we'll see, man. Third base, you said. I don't know, man. Look, it's one of those positions, dude, that even if you didn't have a guy that hit, you always had a solid glove. Yeah. Traditionally. You can't not have a solid glove. All right. You'd rather sacrifice the hitting on a third baseman than a good hitting third baseman and a real shitty fucking glove, especially in today's. I
don't care if we have a third baseman that hits below 200. As long as he's perfect in the field, I don't give a shit about your batting average.
Dude, I'll take Charlie Hayes right now at this moment. All right, because Charlie was a solid. was a child.
I'll take Wade Boggs with his cigar in his mouth like fucking third base, or Scott Brocious. Hell, give me fucking Scotty Hattenberg from fucking Moneyball to play third.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Scotty Hattenberg, bro. Scott Brocious used to rake though, man. It was solid. He used to rake.
That's the thing. Do you realize I was watching something on TikTok today, and I realized that we are old.
Absolutely.
So you know who made their debut today in baseball? Do you remember Jeff Conine?
Yes, yeah. Marlins, great dude. He was one of the draft picks.
His son debuted today with the Marlins.
That's right. He's playing with the Marlins. That's right. I forgot that he was in their minor league program, dude. Oh my gosh, Conan is a god down here, bro.
And had the first home run robbery of the season.
Oh, he did. He's playing the
Yeah.
outfield. He's not playing first base. Wow.
Nope.
He's a better athlete than his pops.
Better athlete than you and me. Shit.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
But like, I'm watching this and I just go, holy shit. I am old.
Dude,
because I remember when his dad was playing. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm old. Well, besides the fact that my body was just beaten up this week, and I don't even know how, but...
How's your hip, bro? No homo.
That's better now. I don't even know what happened. One day, it's the pain's on this side, then all of a sudden, for 3 days, it's on both sides. I'm like I'm texting my dad. I go,
I think it's sciatica, bro.
I'm old. I said, I'm old. I'm done. I said, that's it. I was ready for a wheelchair, a walker, a cane. And then all of a sudden I wake up yesterday, it's fine.
I watch how the way I lift things nowadays, bro, because I get a lot of like pinched nerves.
Yeah.
And like, pull shit. And it's like it'll knock me out for 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? With like excruciating pain and uncomfortness, sleeping, and all that kind of shit. Which
that's why I try not to lift anything.
I mean, sometimes I'm talking about even lifting a suitcase. Sometimes, like when you're going away, and you're like, "Oh crap, I lifted this the wrong way," and I get out of here. It sucks. It truly sucks, man.
Shit.
But you know what?
At this point, if I lift a piece of paper, I might be out for 2 weeks.
Oh man. So my biggest takeaway, you know what? It's early on. We have a right to get excited because this season might be a little different than others, and hey, it is what it is, man. Jim, let's jump onto a little football, and I want to kind of share this little graphic with you, my guy, because it's very interesting, and I've seen this kind of rumor have legs. Let me make it high here for you. Let's start with Cam Ward, Shador, and of course the Giants at number 3. Your team at number 21. With that being said, they're picking quarterback Jaxson Dart, which he will be the third quarterback choosing of the.
Don't do it. No, don't take Kenneth Grant out of wherever. I don't give a shit. Do not do this again. I don't need Kenny Pickett 2.0. Listen, don't wait on Rodgers. Just ride this out with Mason Rudolph and save some fucking cap money. Because I don't need Aaron Rodgers on this team every Tuesday on Pat McAfee here. McAfee go, oh, Rodgers, what's going down in Pittsburgh? Yeah. What's going down? I don't want it. Ride it out with Mason at this point.
I agree.
I'd rather ride it with Mason. I don't want Jaxson Dart. You can draft Jaxson Dart later on if you want. I don't want. I just.
I agree.
I already know this draft. I'm going to be disappointed. I already fucking know it.
So you're ready. So you're ready for an off year, no playoffs, win 4 games, kind of year.
I'm ready for let's finally stop fucking celebrating a no losing season accolade when all I want to see is get past the fucking wild card. Like a Steeler buddy of mine goes, I can't believe Wilson went to the Giants. All right, because everybody's tired of waiting for one prima donna prick. So Wilson went and did what was best for Wilson. So he went to the Giants. I'm not mad at that. Actually, that's not a bad move for you guys.
No.
If you think about it, because, well, besides the video I sent you, that QB locker room conversation is going to be one of the most interesting ones ever. You got Mr. Unlimited, Mr. Crab Leg, and then Rayo's fucking tomato sauce loving DeVito all in one room. But the Steelers sitting here, and they're telling you, and they're telling us as a fan base, they're fine with waiting. I'm not fine with waiting. And if Steelers fans are complaining that, Mason can't be QB1, but you fucking choked on his glizzy when he re-signed, why can't he be quarterback 1? Why? Why can't he be? Why? Because you guys love that Tomlin never has a losing season?
That's pretty much what it is. It comes down to that.
You're fine with one and done in the playoffs? You want to become Cleveland with the jersey of 75 fucking names on it? Because since Ben's retired, we've gone through 7 fucking quarterbacks.
Unfortunately, dude, I think you are drafting Jaxson Dart.
Well,
It's gonna be one of those things.
You'll be seeing it. You'll be hearing a crash. Well, I took off for the draft, so I'll be at home. So there'll be a crash out. I may actually get arrested.
Oh, dude, we got to do one of our reaction shows like we did last year.
I might honestly. I don't know. I kind of want to go live during it, but then it's hard because then I got my kid's mom in the living room watching it.
Yeah.
If they stay in their room and watch it, then maybe I'll do something live, or we could do something live. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe go on TikTok live and do it. Who knows?
No, you should do TikTok live. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, who knows? Smoking. But
yeah,
I don't. I mean, you want to draft a quarterback, you do it later because he's just going to be a project. Like every mock draft I see really doesn't even have this kid Dart.
This is the
It's got like Kyle McCord going in the 6th, 7th round. It's got like Will Howard being drafted in the 4th.
I saw Milrow, whatever. What is his name?
Jalen Mill. I even read that they may take Milrow at 21.
Holy shit, that's way over. Jackson is overdrafting. I mean, but none of these quarterbacks.
So he's even reaching for because if what I'm hearing about this kid is true, and if the Steelers really want him, you better trade with New Orleans.
Yeah,
because New Orleans looks like they want him.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want him, you're going to have to trade up and give up something you don't want to give up to get this kid. If you're going to do that, you're better off trading up to 3 with the Giants and then getting Shador if that's the case.
All these quarterbacks would have been drafted. The first quarterback out of this group would have been drafted probably in the 2nd or 3rd round last year.
Yeah.
That tells you everything. Here's a reason why, again, we went with, we picked up Mr. Unlimited. Now I get to say that, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? People are going to hear it from me now. Mr. Unlimited. Because honestly, I think Cam and Shador will be gone off the board. You know what I mean? They're going to be gone off the board. I think the Browns are going to pull the trigger.
In Cleveland's case, I don't know because it would be the most Cleveland thing to do to pass up on a quarterback to draft Abdul Carter, who has a stress fracture in his foot.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the most Cleveland thing to do because they'll be like, well, he'll be ready for the following season or later in the year. And we have Watson coming back, and we could get by with, if you're a Browns fan and you think you're getting by with Kenny Pickett.
No.
No. If you're a Browns fan that thinks Kirk Cousins is coming to Cleveland, no. If you think, well, Joe Flacco's a possibility, they may have to go back to that.
The thing with Kirk Cousins, Atlanta is not going to let him go for nothing. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, listen, if we're going to
want a ransom.
No, he goes,
they're going to want Cleveland's 2nd pick.
Yeah, they'll be like, listen, if you guys think that we're going to be responsible for this much salary and not get anything in return, you guys can really go pound sand. And I don't blame them.
Yeah.
They already told him, listen, dude, you're the backup quarterback. So I'm saying, whether we're paying you $100 million or not, bro, we're paying you, so we get to do whatever the hell we want with you, which I don't blame the team for doing that.
He's the most expensive backup I probably ever seen.
Absolutely.
But it would be stupid to trade him and still have to pay his guaranteed money. Yep. And he's going to wind up playing against you.
Absolutely.
So why not just keep him and keep paying him?
It's one,
Give him all, because eventually, and you don't want to see it happen, but Penix is going to have a slump or he's going to get injured.
Yeah.
And then who's your next best option after that? You know, tell me Tyler Heineke?
Here's the kid. Penix doesn't fucking did not impress me. All right. Didn't impress me in college. I don't think he's a better option than Kirk Cousins, but I guess it's just one of those things. They drafted a quarterback and they're gonna go that route. I guess that's what the coach wants and who wants to run his office. Let's see. It's not, he didn't set the world on fire in those 4 or 5 games he started for Atlanta. So with that being said, man, look, my Giants, now that you jumped on them, you know what I'm saying? You give us a little preview. Yes, this quarterback room is going to be very interesting. One thing I am digging about the quarterback room is I know Russ doesn't have the years left. I mean, Crab Boy, Jameis Winston can give some great motivational speeches here. You know, we'll get something riled up here and probably win 5, maybe 1 more game than we did last year, right? You know, not put us in a position for anything, but we just did this because Russell was available, and why not, right? At this point, it's a security blanket. Yeah. You're going to see Jameis probably at one point in the season start because Russell's either going to get hurt or he's going to go through a really bad slump. You know what I mean? He's not going to a better team. all right, than the Steelers. So worse offensive line. We do have Malik Neighbors, who's nasty. We got some good wide receivers, shit like that, but we don't have no protection, dude. There's no running back.
No.
So again, Russ did what he needed to do. Sierra was in the building with him, Mr. Unlimited. Sierra. So, a few years ago.
Her goodies.
Here we go, baby. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, it's like a Giants buddy of mine. He messages me and he asked me, "Do I think you guys still draft Shador?" Because if you're drafting Shador this year, you're not keeping Russell after this year. Then
you're
not keeping Jameis Winston after this year. And the only reason why you're going to draft Shador, and let's be honest, is it's going to make media headlines.
Absolutely.
It's going to increase your ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to increase revenue. And what's best for business? More revenue.
Absolutely.
Shador Sanders can bring that to the Giants.
No, look, I get it. I'm like, again, you see how vocal I've been. I'm a Cam Ward guy. Seen Cam play a lot. I think Cam has better tools. Cam has a better arm. Cam has gone through like fucking 6 different playbooks in his career. Means Cam can digest a playbook. Cam's has seen so many different offenses. To me, Cam is more prepared. Shador has goods, but Shador's mechanics, it scares me a little bit, dude. Man. It takes too long with the ball. Don't get me wrong, he's a gamer. He's not, but again,
that's why the reports are out there that a lot of people feel he's really not a first-round pick.
No.
What? Because he could throw a 60-yard bomb to somebody who's wide open? Any one of us could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. Brent's 50, and he could do it.
Brent can throw 50 yards. Can throw 50 yards, bro.
I got faith in him. I got faith in Brent. He could do it.
Brent.
I got faith in him. He could do it while wearing his umpiring gear. He could do it.
Is he managing the team this year again? Is he doing the GM shit or?
Yeah, that's his job there.
So it is his full-time gig?
Yeah, he does that, and then he does umpiring clinics and shit like that.
We may have to take a trip to what the hell is he at again? And what was the name of the town again? Loxford?
Left Ridge. I thought it was Left Ridge. So then when I got the shit he sent me, I'm like, oh, I've been butchering the shit out of this name. Canadians must not love me when I talk about it. They're probably sitting there going, oh, sick of the blue. It's Left Ridge.
So here's the thing, dude. Is he in the French-Canadian side? No, because he doesn't speak any French, right? Because I love Canadians, but I don't like the French ones, bro. I see them down here a lot, dude, and they suck.
I think French Canadians are closer to like Ottawa and Toronto, maybe
like Quebec and shit. Yeah,
Quebec. Those towns that people butcher the shit out of. Like Saskatchewan.
Like a maple syrup. No, but seriously, listen, we got to find out, man. It would be nice to take a week. Well, I would have to. That's way too much. To go to Canada, I don't think I want to drop that much money. I'd rather go to New York and hang out with you.
I honestly
might be within driving distance for you.
Canada for a week
in the summer, though. Fuck that.
Oh no, not in the winter. Shit.
In the summer, you're probably wearing a jacket. You know what I mean?
Well, I think their summer, if I'm not mistaken, according to Robin Scherbatsky of How I Met Your Mother, their summer is like 3 days, and then it goes right back to winter.
And it goes to shit after that. And the curling, that's when the curling starts, bro. You know what I mean?
Curling, eating edibles while curling.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's good. I don't know how the hell you concentrate. Maybe you can. That's how boring that damn thing is. You have to take something in order to enjoy it.
I don't know. I tried watching curling once because the Olympics were on at like 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. And I'm like,
that was before cable.
I'm like, because I was younger. I'm like, no. So again, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Curling is one of them. Sorry, Canada.
Oh man, off the rails right here, man. But that's how we get down. Hold on a second. Let me. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to jump on the Rumble chat to see if any of our Rumble boys.
B. McCormick's probably already in there with his parlays and his...
Yeah, dude, he's on fire. He's definitely
over under interceptions for fucking for Wilson.
He's probably betting on the whatchamacallit on the UFL, dude. He's an avid bettor.
You know what's funny is that the UFL actually streams the games live on X.
They do?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Black.
Because I'm watching The Wire last night, and I'm like, oh shit, it's the start of the UFL. So I have my phone here. I'm holding the phone, and I got The Wire on the TV, and I'm like this. And then all of a sudden I went like this, and a pinched nerve, and I said, all right, done doing this.
I didn't do
back
one.
to one thing. I can't do this.
Oh man. Well, shout out to Russell Wilson, bro. He'll be all right. I think we'll get 5 wins. And again, this is one of those things that we're gonna go through another shit show year.
Here's the thing I got to say to all Giants fans: if you watch Steeler games and they had an abysmal O-line to themselves,
yeah, we have a pretty bad O-line.
Okay, just get ready for Wilson to get sacked a lot.
Yeah, and we saw it when things got heavy, right? With you guys, he doesn't have that second speed. You know what I mean anymore.
Well, you want to know what the main issue is with Wilson? I've said this countless times. And I don't care that Steeler fans get annoyed because they've messaged me and tell me I'm wrong, and I'm going to tell you I'm right. After the first Bengal game, that was vintage Russ, Arthur Smith did not like it and said, no, we're changing the whole playbook. And then that's when you saw the downfall of Russell Wilson. Had you just kept that same playbook, who knows how far Pittsburgh would have went. I'm not saying they would have went and won the Super Bowl, but they could have got out of the wild card at least.
You know what's crazy is talk about fumbling it though, man, because the whole plan was Russell play for 1 year and sign Justin for the long term. And I think the whole Arthur Smith deal here is like, I think we needed a different quarterback to run my offense. And here's the fucking part. What offense, dude? I never seen a worse play caller than that man.
Well, Arthur Smith's play calling and his offense was designed around Justin Fields. And Wilson was just brought in because it was like, okay,
well,
we have a security blanket should the Justin Fields experiment not work.
You paid $1 million.
But the problem is, well, that too, you get him on the cheap because he was already getting paid $37 million plus out of Denver. So you bring him in, and Russell got hurt in training camp, whatever it is. And it's not like the Justin Fields experiment didn't work. Because it did. No, my issue is that you were quick to pull him after he's winning. But when Russ starts losing, you don't go back to it. That's my problem.
No, I agree with that. Love this meme right here, bro. The Yankees welcome Nestor Cortez back to the stadium.
Fuck yeah.
Right there. That was fucking awesome, dude. Let's get that on the big screen. Right there, bro. The whole crew is back.
Yeah.
The whole crew is back. We kind of did the same thing. If you look at Russell's contract, right, half of it is all incentives. So it's one of those things that he gets a playing time. He does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So,
well, he's going to be your starter, barring something happening in training camp.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I guess we're not going to see Arch Manning wearing a Giants uniform.
No, that's the Steeler fans' dream.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, they might be onto something, dude.
Yankees.
They might be onto something. You might tank this season. Maybe that's what you're doing this.
I don't see it. I don't see them tanking because that's just not what we do.
I know. But
that's the thing that's so annoying is like people want to tank and it's like, no, do what needs to get done. Like, don't wait on Rodgers. Because waiting on Rodgers, what'd that get you? You lost out on other capable quarterbacks you could have brought in or could have got creative in trading for one. Because you waited on some guy because he's like, well, yeah, I would love to play with Mike Tomlin. Everybody says it. Doesn't mean you wait for the guy. No, business is business. You still got a business to run. And you're going into the draft, and the one position that was the one you needed to fill is the one you're neglecting. It's great you fixed everything else for the most part.
And you gave a lot of money to a wide receiver who's a fucking prima donna that requires the ball a lot. The reason why he didn't sign with his existing team because, he knew that his days were gone, with JSN there emerging. And then you got Pickens who hasn't gotten paid, but he's got to want to get paid as soon as the season is over. And if you don't have a quarterback to keep these motherfuckers happy, because that's what I mean. You need to get these guys happy. A big difference when you had Antonio Brown, you had Ben. I kept Antonio Brown happy. You know what I mean? So
well, that's the thing that people are saying that, like, if they get Rodgers, he can control
Bullshit.
the egos in the locker room. Well, of course he can, because he's gonna have the biggest fucking one.
First of all, that didn't work in New York. All right, him and Garrett Wilson were going at it, and at camp. All right, Breece Hall had a subpar year. It was so much shit show, and everything was being blamed on freaking poor Robert Saleh. I mean, I never seen a scapegoat so bad.
If you mentioning that, if you think about this, and I said this to a Jet fan that works down the block from me, I said, do you realize if Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt week 1 against the Bills, Robert Saleh would have been gone by week 5 in year 1? And you even see that.
And they won more games, dude. It's crazy.
Like, there's Steeler fans that want Rodgers to come in because they're like, well, look, he got the Jets head coach and the GM fired. Maybe Aaron Rodgers can come in and get them to finally fire Tomlin. They're never going to fire Mike Tomlin.
No, they're not.
The Yankees never firing Aaron Boone.
The only way Mike Tomlin would have been fired was if Harbaugh was standing ready to go, inked with a signed contract.
Yeah.
People need to understand the owner is not going to fire Tomlin unless he has one of the GOATs right there waiting for him. It has to be like a Brable, you know what I'm saying? Whacking the what was the coach that they fired after one season in New England, right? I forget his name.
Gerard Mayo.
Yeah, Gerard Mayo. You know, you whack Gerard Mayo, right? Even though you told him, hey, it's going to be a rebuilding year. Don't worry about it. Your job is safe. Bullshit. Brable came talking along and said, listen, dude, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Kraft was like, yo, hold on a second. Hey, let me just finish this rub and tug. I'm going to be on the phone real quick with his agent, and you'll have a job in about 2 hours. Okay.
And Gerard Mayo got fucked because look at what they're doing up in New England now. They spent the most money in the offseason, $355 million. They bring in Diggs, which you get Drake May as veteran wide receiver.
Yeah.
But is this guy going to be
we've known
Diggs that he was in Buffalo, where it has to be given to me, or is he going to be the guy who goes, all right, I understand my role is limited here, even though you're paying me a ton of money. I understand I got to be a team guy. You guys want to get younger, so I'm here to build this kid up and help you guys maybe win a Super Bowl before I retire.
I think it's going to come down to coaching, and Brable is a pretty old school tough guy. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to take that shit. It might be a little different, right? If you notice, he wasn't an issue at Houston. You know what I mean? Because DeMarco Murray is a kind of like he's cut from the same cloth, right? Same old school mentality. Linebacker guys, defensive guys. They're a little different than offensive coordinators who become head coaches. Offensive coordinators are always like the players' coach. Hey, man, the defensive guys are not players' coach. They're about the scheme. The head coaches that were former defensive player, former defensive coordinators. They're more about the whole scheme of the team because that's what makes a really good defense. You got a really good guy, but you still need the other guys to perform. So it's going to be a little different. Don't get me wrong. He should be the main target because they have nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good scenario for him. And I think it's a good scenario for Drake May because Drake May has the goods. That dude has the goods. With nothing last year, man, I was like, shit, man. There was a reason why the Giants tried to give up everything in the kitchen sink. And, of course, it didn't work. So what do you think of Deion getting paid, baby? 54 mil, 5 years. I mean, this
nobody saw that coming.
He made so much money for them the last 2 years because it's just not the ticket sales. The amount of endorsement deals he brought in for the university are insane. And this $54 million, it's probably the money. He probably told them, listen, guys, I'm going to take your shitty ass measly, whatever, $10 million that you're going out there and hitting street corners in order to raise to get me, right? But I'm going to get paid this amount of money because what I'm going to bring in, my cut's going to be X amount, and that's going to be, they cannot give it to him as a commission, but they're going to give it to him in form of a contract. I mean, Deion is right now what you call the next. He is the first agent / GM / head coach of the NIL era. Because that's how he's been able to get players to make their teams better. He did it at HBCU level. He did it as soon as he got to Colorado. And it's not going to change.
No,
it's not going to change. So it's the way he knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the game.
And for anybody who thinks he's going to leave college anytime soon to go to the NFL, He ain't.
Dude. No. His next stop is FSU. He's all on my mind. I'm telling you. If shit hits a fan in FSU, they're gonna be like, "Yo, we're gonna give you $100 million."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? That he's not. Why would he want to go? He said the only time he would go for the NFL if he gets to coach his son, and you know that's not gonna happen. So,
No, because if his son, God forbid, goes to Cleveland, they're not going to boot Stefanski out.
No.
If his son were to go to the Giants, they're not going to boot out Ozempic Dabble.
No. And honestly, I think he sees a shit show in the Giants. He's like, I don't want to touch them with a 10 football.
Yeah, but he'll be fine if his son gets drafted there, though.
Yep. So, no, because of money-wise, his son's going to, be well off from all the deals he's going to get. But,
I mean, and that's the thing like, if Deion's going to act as an agent for his son, you don't want your kid going to Cleveland. There's no endorsement deals coming to you in Cleveland. Like, I'm sorry, there just isn't.
Bush beans.
And, like, if he were to get drafted by Tennessee, it's the same thing. You're not getting endorsement deals because you're playing with the Titans. You're going to get endorsement deals playing in New York City, playing in Jersey, but being called a New York team because you have New York
on your jersey.
Because you have NY on your helmet.
Yep, it's a blue market.
That's why you're going to get more in endorsement deals than you are money, as far as your rookie deal.
It's a blue blood market. You know what I'm saying? So it's absolutely, why not, right? He's praying for him to go to New York and Cleveland.
Why do you think Eli didn't want to play in San Diego?
That's right.
Why?
Because San Diego is not a football town, right? It's not the 49ers, right?
No.
It's not San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the Raiders, who, when they were in LA, right? Even as bad as they were, that's just a name, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to get paid.
Yeah.
It's I'm happy for Deion, man. Deion is he deserves it, man. He's a baller, man. He's good in the field. He always was really good about he knows this because he was one of those guys that made money from endorsements so much, man. He hustled. He was on, he had a good team behind him. He learned a lot. It's one of those guys that took it on and wanted to coach his kids. And at the same time, not only while coaching his kids, all the way from freaking Pop Warner football, all the way through college, he was able to figure out how to make this and make it into I'm going to make money for myself. I'm going to make money for other people. I'm going to make money for these students. I mean, I give him mad credit, bro. He's reinventing the way you recruit, man.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole thing when they introduced the NIL was who can take this concept, right? And probably when they came up with it, they probably thought of somebody like Deion because they were probably like, well, if we can get Deion into a major college program or one that's suffering, but we could build it back up.
And
Deion's the guy to do it.
And it doesn't have to be like, a top 25 school, just a Division I school. You know what I'm saying?
No, and Colorado hasn't been a top 25 in how long till Deion got there.
Yeah, fucking Colorado, bro. Oh man, so shout out to Deion. Deion is on fire, man. Deion is on fire. Let's all right, hey, Jim, we got some more stuff, man. We hit some football, we hit some baseball, man. Let's see what happens in the draft. I'm interested. There's gonna be a lot more movement in the draft. I think you're gonna see a lot of like draft day trades. There's gonna be some stuff going down before, like a couple of days before the draft. And let's move on a little about basketball. And I'm not gonna go there yet because I'm gonna save that one a little for later. I'm trying to look here at my lineup, make sure that I don't have I didn't miss anything. But the podcast with all the smoke with I forget the two guys, man. But
Steven Jackson and
that's right,
Matt Barnes.
And Matt Barnes, right? Let me see here. They had, I think, Mad Max on it, right? And he had a nice little Kobe story, and I want to share that with you, which is going to resonate to what I want to jump on after that, right? He had let me just go ahead and let me maximize this bad boy here, making sure this time we get the actual. So Mad Max was on the show. They had Chris Mullen the other day too, as well. So these guys actually they got some pretty good stuff, man. Yeah. And they asked Mad Max about a Kobe story, and I didn't know this. I didn't know that Kobe would get brought in when he was in high school, like a 17-year-old, and play scrimmages and practices with the 76ers. Check this out.
You got any stories with Kobe?
Whew, I hate to tell this motherfucking story. God bless you, Kobe, man. God damn, Kobe, man. He was in high school his senior year. I was with the Sixers, and John and Lucas bringing him into practice with us and shit. So I was like, man, they got this young motherfucker. I done seen him. I see him over there at Lower Marion playing and shit. I'm watching him, on TV, and I'm watching him play. I'm like, yeah, he's tough. But damn, I don't think he ready for this damn grown man shit. That's what I thought when he walked in that motherfucking gym.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we started playing, and he was playing, and just throw Kobe on the second team. And, I'm guarding Kobe. Shit, I'm a 2 and he a 2. Shit, that motherfucker came at me. I said, pulled up on me. I said, oh, my goodness, okay. This little motherfucker's for real. I say, this motherfucker, yeah. I say, so I got to really strap up and, check this motherfucker. Then I scrapped up the next time.
17 years old, coming in from high school, running up a scrimmage. All right. And, these are practices almost like real game, right? Because that's the whole point. You're playing against a second team. So they put him with the second team, which is all the shitty players, right? You know what I'm saying? Like player 6 to like number whatever the last position is on the bench, right? And they put his ass in there with those guys. And he was busting ass.
Probably not the next 2 times. He probably didn't do nothing, but he really had my ass beat. He could have did something. But I was glad that nigga, he was passive because I think he was just trying to feel his way around the motherfucker. So then I tried to get physical with this motherfucker. And he started putting my ass in that post and started talking and doing all that. I said, this motherfucker played just like Mike. And this one, he was high. This motherfucker was tough, man. He was so tough, man. And then he started coming downhill at me. Yeah, man. It was unbelievable, man. I couldn't do nothing with this motherfucker, man. But back then he wasn't talking shit. He was just killing niggas. Just killing. He just came down. He came down and gave me probably about 12 straight. And John Lucas stopped and called timeout and asked me, man, when are you gonna guard this motherfucker, man? When are you gonna start guarding this motherfucker? This man, goddamn, I need to get to. So that's when I told Kobe Bryant. That's when I told Kobe Bean Bryant. I said, Kobe, I want to tell you something, son. I say, man, don't you touch no motherfucking college.
Yeah.
Man, you come on. Goddamn,
it's time to go.
Man. You ready, man.
Yes,
Don't you touch no, man. I'm one of the better defenders in this motherfucker. And the way you did me today, man, I know I probably played my Come on, man. Come on to get your money, man.
That's a pretty cool story, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty cool story. About Kobe and killing it, man. I didn't know that I know he his dad was he would play with, professionals when his dad used to play in Europe and shit like that when he was like 14, but I didn't know he was fucking running scrimmages with 76ers, man. So here's another, it's great what he said right here, right? He was like, shit, man, this guy plays like Michael Jordan, bro.
Yeah. You don't hear that about the other guy.
No, you don't. We're going to jump on that other guy real quick, but it's a nice little Kobe story, man. That actually, Kobe, man, rest in peace, man. It sucks that he's not around. I would have loved to hear his take now in this whole Jordan bullshit and LeBron and other things that were happening in the NBA. I would love to hear his take, right, on why the NBA is losing so many viewerships. Because you already heard LeBron's take, right? Is he's blaming that shit on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. He blames everybody else. Doesn't take any accountability. Shocker. Kobe wasn't that type of guy. I would love to hear his take on that. But it was a cool story, man. It was a really cool story. Hearing this about Kobe, man. So, and then Jim, as you know, Mr. LeBron James, had himself a very lengthy interview with the Pat McAfee show. I give Pat McAfee some credit. I give him some credit for. Hold on a second, man. I don't know. I want to go ahead. I can't pause shit at TikTok. That's right. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and let me go ahead and share this. Hold on a second. Share this instead. And he covered the whole Stephen A. Smith shit, right? He went into like Brian Windhorst. He kind of like, shout out to B. McCormick. He is in the house in the Rumble chat. All good, buddy. All good, man. We're just talking some basketball, did some baseball. Shout out. Thanks for always making it on, man. So anyway, he's talking mass smack, and then of course I'm gonna react to. And I'm going to play the clip when they actually spoke to him. They asked him, what is his relationship with Jordan? And there's a lot of foreshadowing on the shit that he said. And I'm like, I kind of did a instant reaction to it. I'm not going to play that, but we're going to instant react to that. And this is what he said, right? Let's go to TikTok. Ready? And let's go.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing. I think I'm still playing. I'm still focused on my craft right now.
When you're done, you think you two will be the only two that can have a conversation?
I would hope so. I think it's because I'm still playing, you know, and MJ's, we all know MJ. Even if you don't know him personally, he's one of the most ruthless competitors there is. And till I'm done, and he doesn't have to look at me run up and down wearing the number 23, and every time my name is mentioned with his, he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let me stop that there. You see how he starts, bro? See how he starts? First of all, Michael Jordan doesn't talk to you because he doesn't want to talk to you, and he doesn't care. You and I have said this, dude. Everybody. Michael Jordan is called the GOAT because he never said himself that he's the greatest player of all time.
And that's why Jordan don't talk to him.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else, his peers, that league, next generation, even some of them now, as many homosexuals there are, still, you know, classify them and put them in the greatness.
Yeah.
He never. I think if he would have switched places, he would have asked him this question. He would never said anything like, you know, it's Jordan doesn't talk to you because, dude, he doesn't need to.
He didn't even acknowledge him at like the 75th anniversary of the NBA when they did like the top 100 players or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He didn't even acknowledge him then either. So there's just like there's levels to this whole thing that people just don't understand. They're starting to, because the more we discuss it and the further you peel the layers of the onion back, right? The LeBron sexuals, some of them, because we've managed to convert them somewhat. It used to be a 50-50 split. Now it's like 80-20.
Yep.
Right? But they're starting to see the things we've been saying, because now they're taking a piece of this blinder off and a piece of this blinder off. And now they're starting to see the things we've been saying, that they have no choice but to accept the horrible truths that they don't want to accept, that now they have to. So now people actually are starting to understand that LeBron, for as talented as he is one of the biggest crybabies in the game. Okay? He's the only guy who could foul himself out of a game by flopping. I mean, don't get me wrong. Does LeBron go down as one of the greatest to ever do this? He does, because we can't take that away.
No, absolutely. He is.
But GOATs, like, if you look at people ahead of him, so you look at Jordan, you look at Kobe, you look at Tim Duncan, and I said this on an episode like a week or two ago, even take Stephen Curry, okay? None of them ever got swept in the finals.
No.
LeBron has. And they all have more than LeBron. And what's the other thing they all have? They didn't need, except for Curry, because he kind of needed Durant to get them over the hump. Tim Duncan didn't have superstars with him.
Hold on a second.
Self-made superstars. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili.
Steph did win one without KD, and it was against LeBron. Remember that? Right?
There is that one.
With Scotty. And they almost won the second one when they all broke the single season record for the most wins, which they, you know, that's what Scottie Pippen said after they lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers with that big comeback. It was like, yeah, you know, 72-10 has a better ring to it, you know, because they got the ring. And they almost went back to back if it wasn't for, you know, Draymond's stupidity and all that. There was a lot of things that happened there. So, but anyway.
But like, to sit there and you as LeBron, and you go on this podcast, whatever podcast he said it on, they're like, yeah, I'm the greatest of all time. Well, okay, that's great. Your season single accolades, okay, that's great. But there's one guy who's been a finals MVP 4 straight times, who's been all NBA team X amount of times, and all these other things. There's only one guy. That's Michael Jordan. Okay? Also, too, there's this guy who does like this whole like interview thing, and he does it in a room full of people. And he's like, everybody stand up if you ever gotten robbed for a pair of Jordans. Half the room stands up. They go, now, have you ever gotten robbed for a pair of LeBrons? Everybody fucking stays sitting down. Jordan just, he evolutionized things. He globalized the game. And that's not LeBron's fault per se, because, you know, he plays in a different era from Jordan. But Look at what Jordan did in a shorter career span
Absolutely.
than what LeBron's done in 20 plus. And it's not just that. It's not the bitterness towards LeBron isn't even that. It's the fact that he politicked his son to get drafted to the team that he's on, or he would have left.
Not just the politicking of his son. The fact that he left Cleveland, went to play with a super team that he created, all right?
Yeah.
Then overpromised and underdelivered, all right? The only organization, which you also bash heat culture by saying, well, Pat Riley took my cookies away and all that kind of shit. I was like, that's the only franchise that LeBron hasn't been able to freaking manhandle or manipulate, because Pat Riley, and I'm going to repeat this again, it is probably one of the greatest or the greatest coach / executives this game has ever seen. Before LeBron got to Pat Riley, he wasn't a winner. Pat Riley already has been a winner with the Lakers and won one with the Heat, all right? Upsetting a much better Mavericks team, all right? And Pat Riley is the reason why you learn to become a winner, per se. So that's the only organization that he could never say, hey, I want you to pick up this guy. Pat Riley's like, no, I'm going to pick whoever the fuck I want, because I'm paying you for you to pay for me and let me deal with who the hell I'm going to put around you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he left. He couldn't hack it. He couldn't hack it. He could not have, another 8 years, another 4 years of that same, you're going to come to work, dude. I need you to play both sides of the ball. I need you to do this. Yes, you know what, dude? Maybe I'm a little bit of a Nazi when it comes to like players in shape, but that's my team. That's what we have here. It's like a company, dude. You may be from a slacker company that allowed you to be late, and it's okay, but you go to a company that pays you more money and says, listen, it's important for us to be here early. If not, we're going to fire you. We're going to write your ass up. So people have to adapt to cultures. And LeBron, I don't think, had the grit because he couldn't manipulate his way to control the Miami Heat.
No,
and that would never happen.
That's why he was able to manipulate his way back to Cleveland and manipulated his way to LA and then manipulated what he's got now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the only thing I don't think that we know of that he didn't manipulate
was the Luka trade.
Getting rid of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that Luka and Anthony Davis, I honestly strongly believe that was, he had no idea what the fuck was going on. That's the only thing.
Anthony Davis didn't even know. Anthony Davis kind of alluded to it in like his first interview after being traded. And he goes, honestly, I think it was the comments I made after like they lost like 5-6 straight.
Yeah.
And he kind of called everybody out. And he's like, everybody needs to whatever he's pretty much the paraphrase finished, everybody's got to step up. And it pretty much probably taking a shot at LeBron in that too. And the Lakers like, oh no, you can't do that. As soon as we find a team dumb enough to take you, we're trading you. And sure enough, you found the dumbest trade partner in the world. The fucking Mavericks. Even Mark Cuban was kind of confused by it. And he don't even have a stake in the team anymore.
Nope. I mean, oh my gosh, dude. I get it. We're not going to beat a dead horse, but that is by far the stupidest trade. Dumbest trade in the history of the NBA.
You talk about dumbest trade in NBA history. Yeah. That's one of the most mind-boggling ones throughout all 4 sports. That's that's top 3.
You're right. Sports franchises, any sport, worse than Gretzky getting traded. You know what I'm saying, dude?
You were worried about Luka's conditioning, but yet that guy went out there and played on 2 bum ankles
in the finals, dude. In
the finals. The guy played hurt. He didn't take days off like LeBron does.
Nope.
Okay. And that's the other thing. You know why LeBron's been able to play so long? It's this bitch word called load management.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have that when Jordan played, Pippen, Can you imagine if guys like Jordan, Pippen, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Barkley, Shaq, Kobe all said, I'm not going to play it back-to-back tonight. Load management.
And then they wonder why the ratings are so low. What happens when
people go to okay? Yeah. So
look, you don't have to look that far. That's one of the reasons why the ratings are so low. What happens when you turn the TV on and you want to watch LeBron and he's not playing? You switch the channel and you go watch something else.
Like if you're a guy who gets your hands on Knicks tickets, let's say, all right, and the Knicks are playing the Lakers, and it's like the only time the Lakers come to New York this whole season, let's just say. Yeah. You want to go because you're a Knicks fan, but you never got to see LeBron play in person. So you want to witness it, once in your life. And all of a sudden you get there and he's in street clothes. Okay, that's like if you got Heat tickets and the Lakers are coming to town for that one night only, and you want to see LeBron play, and he doesn't and he's not playing. You wonder why people get pissed. That's what people.
Yep.
You play 82 games. You play 82 games. Now, for some people feel like the baseball schedule, a few too many games.
But that one you have to load manage in baseball.
I understand taking a night or two off now at this age that he is, but he was doing this even when he was younger.
Yeah, even though it was now for like going on probably 6-7 years or 8. You know what I mean? But that's the reason. Holy shit! I just see a B in my ring light. I bet that motherfucker better not come to me, dude. He's like over there. My gosh, I forgot to bring my it's getting close to summertime, so the bugs weather is awesome outside, but the bugs are starting to come to home, and holy shit, that's a big B. Sorry about that. Sorry to digress. But yeah, that's a problem. Load management has been one of the reasons. That him and Kawhi Leonard are the originators of load management.
More because Kawhi just can't stay healthy.
They can't stay healthy.
Same thing with Anthony Davis. Same thing with a lot of these guys. It's just Paul George. Like you look at that. You went to Sixers. You paid him all this money to come to Philly. You didn't know this motherfucker was going to get hurt.
Yep.
And then it's we're going to try to trade him in the offseason. To who? Where?
Yep.
Europe.
Let's finish. Let's finish this clip of the interview right here. Ready? Let's go back. Let's go.
Like, me for sure. I mean, shit. Like I said, I wear 23 because of MJ.
That's the only thing he said that was true.
That shit, the inspiration that he gave me as a kid in Akron, Ohio.
First and foremost, LeBron.
No, let me pause.
Michael Jordan doesn't need to acknowledge.
That's the part I want to.
He is the greatest player of all time.
Wait a minute. There we go. Let's not regurgitate our point here. So yeah, I did that. You should have seen the comments. Everybody and their mother was pissed. You know what I'm saying?
First and foremost,
LeBron, shit, not again.
Michael Jordan doesn't need to acknowledge you.
Let's do that. But yeah, man. It's funny because we've done this back-to-back weeks now where we've actually messed with the whole LeBron. This is by pure accident because he just decides to do that. And again, he tackled Stephen A. Smith again. This time he was defending himself because he couldn't hack it. He couldn't stand that Stephen A. actually got a lot of notoriety and got a lot of shine and was put on every fucking podcast. So he was like, wait a minute. I made this whole deal for me. And all of a sudden it backfire. It's been more about Stephen A. Smith and I'm looking like the bitch. And, Stephen A. Smith looking like he likes to play the victim as well. I've never met somebody that has so much power, right? So much control and fame as to play the victim so much.
Well, he's actually a perfect example, but yet people think it's weird because the guy's a known racist. Hulk Hogan did the same thing in the world of professional wrestling. He did the same thing where it was, well, if it don't go my way, I'm the victim. We have to do things my way. And that's kind of like when Hulk Hogan left WWE the first time, it was like Vince McMahon saying, you're not going to do like with LeBron in Miami is what Hogan did with Vince McMahon the first time. Well, that and the steroid era and all that shit too.
Yeah.
But LeBron is the NBA Hulk Hogan. He has all this power because it was bestowed upon him. And instead of using it correctly and trying to make himself instead of being selfish with it, instead of being selfless and being more selfish with it, you kind of get this now. I understand he wants to go out on a podcast. He wants to go out on a show. He has to defend himself. He feels he's being attacked. But you created all this because you put your son in this predicament. And the whole thing wasn't even about your kid. It was about you. Yep. You decided to make this about you. Inserted Bronny into this, not Stephen A. Smith. Yep. So what are we really even doing here? Again, I get LeBron, he has to be the focal point.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. He has to be the focal point. Again,
you could defend yourself. That's fine. But not for nothing, come out and say, listen, you know what?
For sure. I got it wrong. Like I said, I wear 23.
Sorry.
Right. That's what he should have did. He should have came out and said, listen, I got it wrong with Stephen A. Smith. So let me take this time to apologize for that.
That word doesn't exist in his vocabulary, dude. What, are you crazy?
This is a guy who, like Aaron Rodgers, can't take accountability. Accountability is a huge word that some people they claim they take it, but they don't know its true meaning. And LeBron is one that has never taken it. So
he's read it in a book, but he doesn't
great.
know what it means. You know,
that's great. I mean, there's times you just got to take, even if you're right and people tell you you're wrong, just take accountability anyway. It's the easier way out, and it just ends all this bullshit. But he can't do that.
And that's why, Jim, he is our douchebag of the week.
What is a douchebag?
A bag that holds douche.
I know a douchebag when I see one.
You pretentious douchebags.
I don't do well with douchebags.
I had to play the new sound. You know what I'm saying?
But again, because like people feel that because the messages that I get, and I see the comments when you do the shorts and we talk about this, and it takes because trust me, there are comments that I see between the YouTube clips you put up, and then when it's on TikTok, and I just really want to respond. It's actually funny because Aaron put one out about the Steelers.
Yeah,
and
I think I saw you respond on one of those. Did you? You did.
If you wanna comment on something, I suggest this: have a picture of you and an actual name, not user and 6,000 fucking numbers, and you don't post shit. Okay, you're just like a Russian bot with nothing better to do. Okay, but like, there are people that they comment on this shit and they think that they're right.
Yeah, and
you're not. You're not right. Like again, like somebody messaged me and they go, and they nailed it on the head. Like, how are we talking Jordan, LeBron when Kobe's left out of the equation, and how are we not talking about even Tim Duncan? Like, if you look at Duncan's numbers, I mean, he should be in the debate too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he almost went 2-0 against him in the finals if it wasn't for Ray Allen bailing him out.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? LeBron has had some good fortune.
Another guy people forget had to take the big shot because LeBron couldn't do it.
That's the difference, right? The difference between him and Kobe, Michael Jordan, and even Luka at the stage of his career, who hasn't won anything, has taken bigger shots, had made bigger shots, playoffs, game-winning shots. I think LeBron has like one or two maybe, but with a lot less help. And that's the difference. He look, that Mavericks loss, LeBron fucking disappeared. All right. Did not take accountability for that. Even in the press conference when they lost, he said, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to being, live my life, like, oh my God, I have such a great life of a millionaire. You guys go back to live your shitty lives again. They didn't say it in that way, but that's kind of like what he said. You guys go back to your own normal lives and I go to mine, and like my great life. I don't need to hear it from you. I was like, yes, you do, man. Because they paid you a lot of money. They brought you here. You promised 8 freaking championships. All right. And the first year you completely fizzled out and disappeared.
My thing is this when it comes to GOATs in general. When the light is the brightest, they don't run away from it.
No, Kobe never did.
When the lights get brighter for LeBron, he moves this way and lets somebody else take advantage of it. Which people can sit there and say, well, he's being selfless. No, you claim to be the best of all time. So when it's the big moment in the clutch situation, that ball needs to be in your hands, not Kyrie, not Ray Allen. I mean, you could sit there and you could say, in part of the finals, some of the finals Jordan played in, that John Paxson took a clutch shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah,
he did. So did Steve Kerr. But how many has Jordan taken over any of them?
Dude, Jordan closed. And it's not just so much about the close shots, is how he takes over in the fourth quarter. And if you're down by 10, they're winning by 2 or 3 because Jordan drops 14 or 15 and puts the team on his back. Yeah, man. So
that's the other thing GOATs do. I mean, you look at Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
We're down 28-3 in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. We're not losing this. And what did he do? He went out there and carved them up.
Dude, against Patrick Mahomes. Right?
Yeah.
And that Super Bowl in his first year with the Bucs. He outplayed. I mean, he just went in there and took the defense and adjusted. And the first half was a clinic. Was the last great game.
And that's the other difference. So now that we mentioned Brady, right? How many people flock to play with Brady? Everybody and their mother.
Mm-hmm.
Who's flocking to play with LeBron? It's always LeBron has had to go somewhere else.
Yep.
To play with everybody else who's either just below him or at his level.
He could have stayed in Cleveland, bro, and finished his career and do the same shit he's doing now. You know what I mean? But again, he knew he couldn't, right?
I think Cleveland's better off that he didn't. Because look at the team they got now.
Yeah, you know, they're good for the regular season, though. It's then they're losing the first round. But, you know.
Well, whatever. Well, it gives them, gives the fans of Cleveland teams some hope.
The fans got a lot of hope this year, which is good for them. It's good for them right now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you'll have better hopes with the Guardians because the Browns ain't gonna do shit for you.
No, absolutely not, man. Hey, we actually have a good game. I'm actually looking forward. We have Duke. I've been watching some of the Sweet 16s and stuff like that. I've watched a couple games. I like Duke. You know, I like that kid Cooper Flag, bro. That dude is actually nasty.
Yeah, there's actually a video of LeBron talking to him. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
He's gonna pollute this kid's mind.
Remember when Cooper Flag was playing in those the same league as Bronny, you know, like those what's it called, that the AAUs and shit like that. I mean, Cooper Flag was out there busting people's ass, and you know, LeBron was all around. Remember when Bronny was playing, you know, AAU team. That's the reason why that shit got so popular, because LeBron was at every game. And of course, he's talking to him, and he's like 16 and whatever the case may be. But man, that kid Cooper Flag can definitely absolute first round pick. Let's see how he translates. I think his game's got to translate to the NBA. So Duke plays tonight. Definitely looking forward to that. My bracket is now looking better because I went chalk on all the number one teams. So the number one teams is still alive. We'll see what happens after today. So,
I meant like the first 2 days, all the tweets. Well, my bracket's busted. I remember I go, well, your 1,000 are fucked.
Yeah.
I think, didn't I send you a video of like a guy like bashing the shit out of his office?
That was mine.
Like,
I sent it to you.
Right
I sent that to you.
Oh yeah, that one.
I said that
because I was talking to somebody about it, and I go, and I'm telling them like, you know, you did like 1,000 fucking brackets.
Yeah.
And I was telling them how you did one live, and they're like, and somebody was like, oh, so what were your comments? I'm like, shit. I said I put Nassau Community College to win it all.
Yeah, remember that? We did that Nassau Community College. You had I think you had LIU Brooklyn in there too. LIU, one of the others.
Stony Brook.
Stony Brook was the other one you had there, man. Oh gosh, bro. But no, man. Look, actually, let me see. Cooper Flag already has man. Look at this. He's on fire. This dude. I don't know if you've seen him play, man, but he's so athletic, bro.
You know athletic. What the most depressing thing is, and I don't really watch college basketball, but Juju Watkins from USC.
That was horrible, man.
Oh God. I mean, you can't help but feel bad because she was having a hell of a friggin' year.
She was, man.
And then that happens. And then it gets you thinking a bit, right? It's like you watch a girl like this playing in college, and then you have this Book Yak and Angel Reese.
Yes.
Spewing the shit she's spewing.
Oh no, I just said that. Keep talking. I said when this we're gonna go over the comments of that video I made, but keep talking. I was gonna lead on to the next one here.
And it's like Juju Watkins is 100 times better than you, bitch.
She is, dude. Juju can ball, dude. She got handle. She could shoot.
But did you see, speaking of, so Juju Watkins and Jane Daniels were at whatever game together?
Yeah, bro.
And Jane Daniels' mom played the ultimate cock block. She's like, oh, no. Like, you're not dating my son.
So she's her manager. Like, she is one of her managers who manages his net, which is great. I mean, look, I don't care if people call him a mama's boy. Yo, she's actually looking out for his kids' net worth, bro. You know how it is. I mean, look,
same thing with Lebron Jackson's mom.
Yep. Look, Angel Reese, bro. I'm not calling her, you know, a gold digger or whatever, but her first intention is not really to play ball. She wants to make money without earning it. You know what I'm saying, dude? Just by getting in here. Oh shit, fucking B is here.
So then do an OnlyFans then. Do what Lily Phillips did then. Go have some event somewhere where you let 50 men in your back door then. I don't know what to tell you.
Lily Phillips had another big backdoor event here, and people were wearing masks and shit like that. Hold on.
Yeah, because they don't want to be seen because all 50 of them were probably married.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to go ahead. Let me see. I'm going to pull up all the comments, dude. We're going to review all the comments. Let me share this.
Oh.
We had some comments.
We should make a new segment.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll do it here. The offending hour. Yep. Even though it's not going to be a whole hour of offending, but we're probably going to offend some people here.
I'm gonna go ahead and maximize it. Let me see here. And some of these comments are look at the first one here. This guy had he goes, she got paid what she deserves. She has to send the WNBA a check. It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah,
go ahead and strike for a league that still isn't turning a profit. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
They act like they don't know the only reason they have a league is because of the NBA pays for it, which is true.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Coordination. Okay, you know that video sucked. She goes, she has the coordination of a baby. Let's see here. People were like, whoa, did Angel Reese just threaten us by sitting out? Somebody stop her, please. There's a couple more. Hold on a second. If I respect it.
Sit out. Nobody's going to miss you.
No.
And nobody's watching because of you. Everybody's watching because of
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin
Clark, absolutely. Sit out threat. Never heard of your whole team before CC, before Caitlin Clark. Who are you all? Detroit Wish Queens? I mean, I wouldn't sit out if I was you. Not many jobs pay out. Not many jobs pay for mediocrity.
Play for the Cowboys, they do.
That's true. Let me see here. There's he goes, they need to make more money for their fake nail lashes and extensions. It's pretty fucked up. He goes, Reese wants to be paid what she's worth. Okay, she needs to give back 99% of what she has already been paid. She's overpaid quickly. She's an overpaid hack.
Yeah.
Now, everybody here was going, she's not a very popular player because she keeps opening her mouth and saying this kind of shit.
Well, that's the thing. And then there's people that will defend it because somebody messaged me and they go, no, you guys are wrong because she is one of the best women player out there. She could probably beat you one-on-one. Listen, I'm 43 with a bum knee,
me too,
a fucking thrown out shoulder, and I can guarantee you something right now, she ain't beating me in a game of fucking one-on-one. I'm fucking cooking her ass because I'll just fucking shoot threes over that lanky bitch all day. And I'll do it with a cigar in my mouth.
I'll play her one-on-one too. I could not beat Caitlin Clark that much though. She'll take me out. She has handled.
Nah, so. Caitlin Clark will smoke me.
She'll smoke me. But her, who's stationary, maybe she could probably back me down a little bit here and there. But I think if I get in shape, you know, I'm a pretty decent shooter. I'll probably take her out on the perimeter. Here we go. So right here, this is let me see what else. Let me see if I find anything out here. You won same money. Try out for the men's league. There's no rules for stopping you. That's true. Oh man, do this and you'll be terminated, and other players will have your jobs in weeks.
Yeah, I mean, she's just ungrateful. Like you're in a position, right? This is like any job.
Yep.
There are people that are just so ungrateful for it. And then there's people that would kill to be in your position. And you're sitting here with some other broad who's agreeing with you. So between the two of you, you don't even make one smart version of Forrest Gump to begin with. Okay? You make Tom Hanks' character of Forrest Gump look like a fucking rocket scientist. Right?
Oh, man.
You sit here and you say this. And then when people come out and they're attacking you for saying it, and you wonder why. Like,
oh man, look at this. Look at here. Let me read you this one here. The NBA makes more off selling Bronny James jerseys than they do of the entire women's basketball league, and they won more money. You don't even deserve the $200,000 a year you get right now.
That's because this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And that is true. They probably do make more off of Bronny James jerseys.
Yeah.
But like, she doesn't realize the NBA is funding this league. And the WNBA's job is to make a profit so they could pay back the NBA.
Yeah, no, they budget.
That's
they
like
budget.
asking for a raise when your company is in the red for 3 quarters, and all of a sudden it's in the black for 1 quarter, and you feel you should get all this fucking money, and you don't realize that 1 quarter you're in the black. You have to pay back everything you lost.
The
in
NBA,
the other 3 quarters.
The NBA probably they have to forecast revenue. Somewhere to generate revenue to cover whatever they're going to lose. So they probably know they have to fork over. I think it's $10 billion a year. I forget what the number is.
Yeah, but now that the NBA is losing money,
you know what happens when a company loses money? They cut off the division that is not making them money. You know what I mean? Like stores, you know?
Yeah.
Retail. Well, guys, we're not making money. So these stores are all losers. If we keep them open, we're losing more money by closing these stores. Guess what? We don't have to spend the money. And we actually we stop losing. We may not get revenue, but what's the point of getting revenue when your losses, your cost is higher than your revenue? So they just shut the whole thing down and
that's
move
like
on.
That's like in the field that I work in.
Absolutely,
like
mine too.
You have all these competitors. So like Advance is closing over 700 stores nationwide because they're losing money. You have, and it's not just that. You see like restaurants,
everybody,
like TGIF Fridays. How many have they already closed? Look at how many Chili's they've closed. Ruby Tuesdays that have closed. I mean, it happens everywhere. You don't make money and you got to keep hemorrhaging money. You're going to have to make the cuts you don't want to make. And that's part of it. And don't be surprised if the NBA says, you guys need to figure out a way to make your own money or the WNBA ceases to exist. And then all these women are going to be playing overseas in fucking Europe or in Japan or wherever. That's the only thing that's going to happen next. Caitlin Clark is going to make the WNBA relevant, but to a point. Yeah, she's not going to save it.
That's why Juju coming in the league, it's another version, you know what I'm saying, of Caitlin Clark that's going to attract. She's very popular in college, just like Caitlin Clark was. You know what I mean? So she's got
her Paige, whatever.
Paige Buckers, right? The other girl, Lynn, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And B McCormick, bro, he's having a late night at work, bro. I'm telling you, man, UPS works these guys off like no tomorrow, bro. But yo, enjoy that overtime money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, he's up 6 units of bets this week. Nice, bro. I actually been doing pretty well also. Not so much I stopped betting March Madness, bro. I've been killing it on I'm actually my return on invest, believe it or not, my ROI this month has been my second highest since the start of the football season. I'm up to like 34% right now. Throughout, and I've been killing it on Price Picks and been killing it on the Hard Rock as well. Maybe not as much as our boy over here, but I've been definitely I think I'm pretty close to. I'm a little more than 6 units, but 32% for me is pretty fucking high. I'm actually positive money this month. Oh man, but listen, we're gonna do some down the rabbit hole, but I'm gonna cue the info. But I also got I wanted you to react a little different. We didn't do our what we smoking on today, but we're gonna do it now. Because there's a couple of old school rappers, bro. I know you're a big fan. Dropped this new video, bro. Redman and Method Man with Onyx, bro. Have you seen this shit yet?
No, surprisingly, I haven't.
Hold on. Let me let's cue. So I saw this on TikTok the other day, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta save this, man, because I know Jim has to fucking see this. So it's Wu-Tang Clan, Redman and Method Man featuring Onyx. I don't even know the name of the damn song is, but it has some old school vibes here, bro. I want let's play this shit. Ready? This is for all the Gen Ys or Alphas or whatever the hell this generation is called, man, that listen to that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And then they say,
you know what today's rap sounds like? It sounds like when you go to a mechanic shop and you're explaining what's going wrong with your car. It's like, well, first of all,
and they sing.
And the scoot.
Now, this is a brand new video, 2025. But yo, check out the vibe, man. Check out the old school vibe here, man. Let's go. Here we go. Starting with some nice little Italian music by the river. Oh, hey, that's. There we go.
Shut up, don't fake it. Shut up, don't fake it. Taking nothing for granted. Instead, I'm taking like I'm taking advantage, and y'all mistaken for G's. While y'all was making a.
Yo, they have no idea what that scratching sound was.
No. After
the instrumentals, bro. All right. They have no idea, bro. This is where it originated at, baby. Right here. This is Wu-Tang, baby. Let's go. I'm hyped, man. Let me hit play. Oh shit.
Was making them lean like a doctor chef in his method, cause they don't make them like these. Really misunderstanding them. If I'm hip, I can handle them, dismantle them, and then I pick any random MC. I'm manic, depressive energy, shortness of breath and stammer and panic, and open management, help them manage to breathe. Method man, and manage it. Be a man or a mannequin. That business that we standing on be the business you standing in. I brought the family a Grammy. Go ask your mammy them. Who him can still talk the panties off for your Annie M. Just call me Big I throw a jab that is put your cabbage more sicker than your average. That's a big punch. A loud pack is a big punch. A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and one scrape. I packed a big rush.
Targets in the jets. While you was in the stroller, we was moving.
Bro, this is royalty right here, man. Did you see the big pun? Fucking, you don't know about that, bro. When they throw in the shit in there, what you call that? The symbolism. You know what I'm saying? And they pair shit in there. I mean, this is. Not because we're old, man. Not because we're old, man. But this is actually, this is what hip hop is all about, man.
Moving all the way. I might have changed your diaper, let your mother hold a tech. When you start to cry, it's like she's quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. The J came a few times and searched the stroller when they left. I put you right back when it was over. Now you want to get your blocks off. Them up the block niggas say you got it. They want to got it, your arms off. What you know about making bricks? The tan from Hancock. Three-dimensional valves, especially tan tops. Heard in Poland is potent. Warsaw cut they powder was fly when I be frozen. When first ask questions, last the notion. When dirty, don't want to be around no commotion. Make sure you hold him when your time's up. Don't want to be that dude, scruffy beard getting thrown in the lineup.
Oh, look at Onyx, bro.
Who's the illest? Is it you? Yeah. Put your middle fingers up, niggas say fuck that. Spit that screw. Fuck that. Who's the illest? Is it you? Yeah. Who's the illest?
Yeah, so me, all these motherfuckers still look young as they still look young as shit, dude. I mean, they're old as fuck, but let
tell you something. Nobody knows about Onyx,
dude, bro.
I mean, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. Slam was one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
Right, but then they had Back the Fuck Up was another good track they did. Then when they did the second album they did, because they have a lot of albums nobody knows about. So like. They did one with DMX, Shut 'Em Down.
Yeah, Shut 'Em Down.
Like DMX and like Big Pun.
These guys all feature each other, man, and it was like when they did collaborations, it was like who can outdo the other dude, right? In each of their sets, right? It was crazy. It was like the friendly competition. I'm jumping on your track, dude, but I'm gonna try to be better than you. B. McCormick says it right. Presidents are temporary. Wu-Tang is forever. It's true. That is so true.
Greatest group ever assembled.
It is. All right, let's get going here.
Is it you? Yeah. Put your middle fingers up, niggas say fuck that. Spit that screw. Fuck that. Cruising in my whip with my hands on my hammer. When it clicks, it kicks like Kung Fu Panda. I'm in a Panamera, 2023. I'm raw heavyweight, you about a half a key. Yeah. My hood gonna back me up. I stack bills, then I turn the bills around like Daffy Duck. I ain't never cooked stack on the stove. I only cook stack when I'm writing in my phone. New rappers trying to live a life of a niggas. Old rappers trying to sound like battle rap niggas. Pick a lane, nigga. Get your own strain. Boom Squad, legendary, R.I.P. Tame. 10 toes down for my city, recognized. Brick City Revolution.
Brick City, yo.
Cut ties with the weekend roll with the devil. I slide in your barrel, beat down your rap hero. Who's the illest? Is it you? Yeah. Who's the illest? Is it you? Yeah.
Bro. Yo, Brick City, bro. You don't want to jump in there, bro. If you're not from there, don't go there.
You don't shit. I remember when I used to go to Jersey and I drive around friggin' Newark in the worst parts. I'm like, oh,
you don't want, you're not, if you're not from Brick City, baby, you should not be stepping into Brick, especially our time, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gentrified now or anything. I haven't been around that area in a very long time, but damn, man, that was dope, dude. I was watching that. I was like, yeah,
we gotta, like, go back to when we were younger, going through fucking Brooklyn.
Remember, dude, I grew up in East New York, right? Yo, we were not that far from the projects in our area was the Pickin houses, right? You had also, we're not too far from where Biggie grew up, in that area too, Brownsville. Yeah, man, shit, man, all the PJs, bro, all the projects, man. I used to frequent the projects, bro. I had to
even Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Bro.
I've been through there, and like tell you, I knew somebody that lived in the project houses there, the Southside Jamaica project houses.
Yeah.
So
shout out to 50 Cent.
So he's like, yo, come through. You have to actually be escorted by a cop.
Bro.
Like, go in there. I'm like, nah, I don't need no police escort. They're like, nah, you do. You white. I'm like, I don't need one because I ain't trying to look like a bitch up in here.
I got a story about the projects, right? I used to date this chick. I think I was like 19. She was about 19. And, she had a kid. Hold on, let me hit the comments real quick here on here we go. Oh, Texas. Oh, hold on a second. While y'all smoking, look at that Texas Taurus. What up, Texas Taurus? We hitting some cigars. I am smoking a non-brand called El Palma, but Jim has the goods. It's cigars though. It's not the other shit.
Yeah, I wish it was the other shit.
Yeah.
But then I'd be half asleep at this point. Fucking high, fucking all.
We don't need this, Jim. We don't.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, we don't need that. Shout out, Texas Stars. Appreciate you, man. Look, here's my story with the PJs real quick, right? This girl, I'm not going to mention her name. I still remember her name, hot ass chick. And I remember, oh, hold on, right on. I'm smoking cigars too. Oh, yo, tell us what you're smoking, Texas Stars. What are you smoking, baby? Let's go. What you smoking, baby? Jim is smoking. What are you smoking? Jim, what are you smoking? Tell me what you're smoking. You're smoking the Asylum, right? Asylum 13.
It's the regular Asylum 13.
Yeah. That's
I also do have another one, a CAO Italia.
Oh, I like this. That's a great stick, by the way.
But this isn't the one. They made two versions of this one. Well, anything CAO is good.
The CAO is a great stick.
They also used to make one that was a torpedo tip, and then they stopped making it for whatever reason. And this actually, you can't find in many places, so I have to really search for this one, which sucks, but.
There you go. You got B. McCormick likes Nas, bro. Big McCormick is a big New York fanatic of hip hop. So he's throwing some knowledge up in here.
Well, think about where hip hop started.
That's right, baby. The Bronx, boogie down,
That's
baby.
What, actually, for people who like hip hop, Netflix had a good show called The Get Down, like how hip hop started.
Yeah, I saw it.
So it's got like the beginnings of like Grandmaster Flash, Cool Herc, Africa Bambaataa. Right, and it sucks because this show was so good, but they cut it after 2 seasons.
That's the one where they went to like the different cities and they kind of like because I saw one too. Was that the same one? The one that they spoke about where hip hop started. They went to the Bronx, and they went to like Miami, and then they would do Houston, and they kind of spoke about where hip hop started, all their areas. No, I gotta watch that one then. The Get Up, right?
No, it's called The Get Down.
Oh, Get Down.
Because this is about like this one kid finds out he actually becomes a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So like it takes place in the Bronx at like the shittiest time of the Bronx, right?
Yeah, when the Bronx is burning.
Nas actually, I think, directs it. Like I think Nas directed it, produced it, or whatever it is. But he's part of the production team. But like it's about this one kid, and then this girl becomes like a pop singer. It's
okay,
good.
yeah. I think we're talking about. Hold on a second. Abuelito Loco just said that now you run West Islip, so look at it.
Yo, I run everything.
But let me go back to that story. So this girl was dating, right? We were just dating. That weekend she didn't had baby daddy had the baby boy, and I go. We go hang out. We run up to her crib because that's one thing about New York, man. All the baby mamas qualify for an apartment, so they had their own place while I was still living at home. So I'm rolling through. Your boy had his old school '93 Honda Accord. It's my favorite ride ever, bro. We were talking like '98, man. You know what I'm saying? Had that shit. Take the facelift out. I'm parking there. So, we hang out at her house. We do our thing. It's like 3:00 in the fucking morning. I'm leaving, right? The whole fucking hallway outside of her fucking apartment, 6-7 deep, rolling dice.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck, I got to walk through this shit. These motherfuckers. And the funny thing is that, there was always that hot chick who lived in the projects, and every dude there was always trying to holler at her, right? But they would never mess with any of them dudes that lived in the projects. You know what I mean? They were all dudes like me. I was clean cut. You know what I'm saying, dude? I had a job. You know what I'm saying? I was going to college. I kind of, I had my shit together. My 93 Accord was rolling deep. I had some rims on it. You know what I'm saying? Nice little sound system. Had the fucking facelift. You know what I'm saying, bro? Your boy was out there.
There are probably people watching it don't even know what the fuck the facelift is.
Yeah, dude, I was rocking my brown leather jacket. You know what I'm saying? I love Blackstreet. Your boy had his Timbs on. Hey, man. Had the Tommy sweater. You know what I'm saying, bro? Looking clean as shit. And anyway, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna like go through this dice game? And as soon as I stepped out of that crib, motherfuckers stopped like playing, bro. They're looking at me, and I'm tapping some dude on the side, and I'm like pointing at me and pointing at the apartment. And soon I'm like, yeah, that's that motherfucker that wants to get with her. She hasn't given her the time of day. I gotta go home, bro. I gotta go through there, so I can go down the stairs and get in my damn car, right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm going through it. I'm like, yo, excuse me, yo, guys, pardon me, yo, excuse me. Try to get myself through. I felt it in the back of my neck, bro. I was like, yo, look at this mother. Yo, he got you. Yo, he messing with your girl, son. It wasn't his girl, but you know what I'm saying? In his own mind, that was his chick, even though we're not together. I'm like, yo, he's messing with your girl, bro. This was Jessica. Yo, like, I'm like, and I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, oh man. I walked through there. I mean, I didn't run and shit, but as soon as I hit the stairs before they came down, I made it. I had like back, like, I was like, not running, but speed walking to the point that if I heard footsteps, I'm already like, what I'm saying, just playing the damn alarm, what I'm saying? I didn't have we didn't have those special locks. That was too expensive for me to afford back then, what I'm saying? Like the Hodo lock. But I was like, yo, at least I'm letting the alarm off. I'm jumping in quick, what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it was like, I'm like, oh crap. After that, I was there's nothing more like culture wise, bro, like the dice games in the PJs, bro, and the projects. They're all facing the hallways. Everybody holding their 40. This is a Saturday night for us, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with our dice game. Because, you can't walk through the dice because that's bad luck. And I'm like, shit, I'm walking through the path with throwing the dice. This is not going to end good, man. So
no, because people like Ashley Larry are going to get pissed off because
oh,
they just lost the rent money.
Hell yeah, bro. Absolutely. Dude, all these, I don't know, maybe it's probably the first of the month, too. So these guys were rolling deep with their cash, bro. You know what I'm saying, dude? They already had cash or shit.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Man, that was, but yo, shout out, man. A lot of nostalgia here with this track. Shout out to Wu-Tang. All those guys now, Nas. Look at you. Listen, McCormick is from like the deep streets of like the country of Virginia. He knows Flatbush. Yeah, that tells you how much the culture, bro, like went across like areas like that, dude. You know what I'm saying? That you were like, wow, man. That's one thing I tell people about hip hop, right? It's funny, right? When hip hop became, a national thing, right? We went from like the streets to the localness, and then he went like, nationwide, even Diddy had a big part to do that, Dr. Dre, all those guys,
NWA.
Big, yeah, NWA, exactly, man. All those guys, when it became national, when it became mainstream, that's when it hit places like, dude, like you had cats like bumping their heads in like Virginia, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like Norfolk where the hood is, but like West Virginia or like in the up in the outside of the streets, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, you don't want to roll dice, huh? You roll cold dice. No, absolutely not. But yeah, man, it was cool because it just opened up a whole new generation of like, just not just African Americans or minorities listening to hip hop, dude, everybody. And it just became that thing, bro. That's why you see a lot of white rappers now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eminem, we know about Eminem, but there's so many of them now that got so much skill. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. It was because those are the generation. They influenced a whole new generation of different races getting out there, man. Look at Big Pun, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was invented in the fucking Bronx, dude. And, everybody knew who Fat Joe was, right? Locally. But until Big Pun hit the streams, bro. But if Big Pun hasn't died, Big Pun was nasty, bro. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you got a new different cat, Puerto Rican dude spitting out there. You know what I mean? Like nicer.
I got people who used to come up to me and they're like, yo, you got to listen to this Fat Joe track. And I'm like, nah, listen to this one.
Yeah.
And it's Flo Joe.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
And that's going back when Fat Joe was Fat Joe.
Yeah. He goes, how you living, Joe?
Joe.
Remember that? How you living, Joe? I'm living Fat Joe. Remember that?
Yeah.
I saw him perform that in Great Adventures one summer.
Shit. Even I got buddies of mine that friggin' that rap. One guy, this one guy that I know, he friggin' he's fucking known all throughout fucking Europe. This guy's fucking big over there.
So I am not ashamed to say that I know what Abuelito Loco is talking about. Country hip hop, new breed. I know who they are. They're from Florida. Those are some country rapper boys that go hard as shit. They talk about like, killing you and taking you to the backwoods, bro, if you keep fucking with them. It's actually a pretty good track. Oh, shout out to Breed. Yeah, I know New Breed too. They're Papacito Loco. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh man. All right, man. Let's go hit some of these. Let's do some of the rabbit hole shit here, man. Let's go, man. All right, let's get this. Let me get back to my account here. And then we got to go to yours. All right. What do we got here, man? Let's start with this one right here. There we go.
Yeah.
Why do they name hurricanes after women?
Because we are unmatched in force. We're strong and powerful?
No. Because when they come, they're wet and wild. And when they go, they take your house and your car.
That's true, dude. Oh, and we got our boy, Big Bone Mozzarella, and of course the Deli Boys.
What the fuck up in the back?
You know what I'm saying?
How you doing? Let me get a Big Bambino, a Joe DiMaggio, and a Sinatra. Make it
Settle the fuck down.
Take it easy.
I'm Lucky Luciano. Relax.
Take it easy.
Before I fucking give you a
I'm on
slap.
top of the world, Ma.
What size
top
waist?
of the world.
What size waist? 40?
38.
Yeah,
Like
right.
my pistol.
Ever since you went on tour, you gained 30 pounds, you fat fuck.
You little ferret. You little ferret. Remember when I used to give you little crumbs? Huh? Remember when I used to give you little crumbs? You used to come over. You used to come and hit you in the head with the fucking semolina.
Why'd you do that?
Because he takes me off. I don't know what it is with him. You just like
Yeah, not my fault you don't get blown. Your wife don't want to blow you. You can't see your prick. Your fucking belly's getting bigger. A 40 waist more. You gotta chill out. That comes from my heart. I love you, but you're getting fucking big.
You love me? You love me?
Why are you throwing bread at people's head in my fucking deli? You good? You okay? I'm alright, a little concussed, but I might need workers' comp.
I know a guy. Do whack it up.
I know a guy.
Yeah, 1-800-SEMOLINA. You little flake.
You know what? Hey, you want to know something funny though? So you know, Little Mo, right? He's doing stand up now.
Yeah,
he's selling. So that's actually it's one of the suits he was wearing. One of the stand ups actually. He's pretty fucking funny. He's pretty funny stand up too, man. So, oh man, I'm gonna tell you, man. These guys have done some good shit. Let me see here. I probably got another one from them over here. Let me see what we got. Just my feet is waiting.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground.
In lieu of opening
Buy
day.
me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't
You good?
care if I ever come back, bro.
You fucking gone? What are you doing? Yo, did that hit you in the face? My eye. Well, you know who can't throw like that anymore is Garrett Cole. Because he went to the gynecologist and they said his pussy hurt. His pussy, yeah, his pussy.
God, say again. Say again.
What about Soto, though? Soto was...
He's batting 300 for the Yankees. Oh, no. He's on the Mets.
Yeah, you want to go spend money? We don't care. They can spend their money. Yeah, right. We don't care. We'll take it.
All right. I know you're pissed. Yeah, okay.
Who you guys got? Who's that pickup you got?
Bregman.
Oh, Bregman?
But hit dingers.
He hits bombs.
Bombs.
Oh, yeah, then who else? You got the guy from the Dodgers? They took out
Walker
the trash.
Buehler kid. Walker.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Ace.
And Garrett Cross.
They took out the trash and they brought it over to Boston. Go ahead.
No, I love you.
Now you know how it feels.
He nutted on
Nut
that?
neck.
At least the Yankees dodged the World Series. That was good. They blew it.
You guys almost won, too. That was fucked up.
I took him to the pennant.
You good?
Yeah.
I took him to the pen.
I was a glove chomp.
I told you, when you were sitting in the stands pounding hot dogs.
Mom, I was at every game. Were you sick?
Down your throat.
Yeah. That's what you guys do in Boston.
All right.
They lost, though. They lost.
They lost the World Series. They still won the pennant.
Fuck the pennant. What's
Next
it matter?
year, it does matter. It's still good
Doesn't
stats.
even matter.
Still good stats. And I took the Bills to the AFC Finals. Come on.
And they lost, too.
Doesn't matter. When you could do that, come talk to me. Take me out.
You know, he is right about that, though. You know what I mean, dude? We lost in the World Series. It's because we're so like we have so many rings, bro. Like losing to the World Series ain't shit for us. Most teams like, yeah, we went to the World Series, even though we lost. For us, it's like shit, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. These guys are hilarious. Let's see what else we got here. Then I'm gonna go to your page. You sent me a lot of good shit. Here you go. Right? I think you sent me this one. You see that? Let me put it up there. Hold on a second. This is what is let me see if so everybody can read this. It's crazy to think 84 years ago, 60-year-olds had balls to fight in World War II, but today, 60 years old cried about having balls.
Yeah, I think I did send that one to you.
You did send me that one. Oh, let me see if I have anything left. No, all right. I'm gonna go to your page and we gotta go through yours here, man, because you sent me a bunch of stuff here. Instead of like forwarding it to myself, I was like, let me just go to Jim's. There you go, Cigars and Sports.
I always find good shit.
Yeah. This is pretty funny today that you sent me. New York Yankees lineup facing Nestor Cortez. It was definitely, that's the way it felt. You sent me that here. Oh, this is funny. That's the Giants quarterback room, Jim, right here.
Yep.
You ever done anything dangerous?
String beans. String beans are green beans that look like strings.
I've done something like that too.
Yeah, I think that just helped us learn each other.
Listen, one time. Never mind. That's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Diarrhea poop.
Yes.
That's our little secret.
You wanna split this Subway sandwich?
Not really, honestly.
That's a confusing question.
Spicy. Oh, look at this.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
I guess to each his own.
That's going to be. It's gonna look. One thing though, I could say though, Russell and Jameis will bring some stability to our locker room, right? From a sense of like, I don't think they're gonna like transform the whole thing, but it's good to have a couple of leaders who've been around, right? And Jameis has completely returned his life around, right? We all know the crab legs in FSU and the charges that they didn't go anywhere. But he's definitely turned his around, and he's actually an entertaining dude to watch. I mean, yes, he's a perfect backup, right? Yeah. Bring him in, he'll win you a game, go, throw for 4 fucking touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? But might throw for 5 picks. Or the next week may go and not throw for a single touchdown, throw for 7 picks. But he's a guy that when you need a fire lit up, he's a perfect guy to do that. I mean, a couple of wins that they had last season was because of Jameis Winston coming in. One of them was a huge backup, win in Monday Night Football. So, shit, man. Let's see what else you got here, Jim.
There's a guy in the NBA, his name is Grady Dick. Oh, yeah, so the announcers are having a hard time all season because the guy's name is Dick. It's throwing them off their game. I don't know what's going on, but listen to this.
This is Dick trying to penetrate inside. They trying to go backdoor with Dick. Dick hard charging to the cup. Dick is going to score.
Dick was coming wide open backdoor.
Dick couldn't hit it.
Dick goes down. Dick rises up.
Dick couldn't hit it. Dick rises up.
The one guy wanted to lose it.
Yeah, I think it comes out of here.
Goes down. Mobile in. Dick is out.
Dick's struggling big time tonight. And
it's a big deal. The guy's name is Dick, and it's no reason to get too uptight, but NBA announcers are now stopping saying Dick's name. They're being macho, like, hey, man, I'm not saying Dick anymore. Like, oh, yeah.
Oh, really? They're discussing how they're not going to use Dick.
Yeah.
Grady Dick's third bucket of the game. Brings it back to 19. Let's just call him Grady.
Let's call him Grady.
For the rest of the game.
Number 4, Grady. I'm not going to read his last name.
Hey, this boy balling right here, y'all. I think we pointed that out. Grady Dick. I can't say his name. I just can't say his name.
I'm not going to say Dick is dribbling. I mean, then you'll think I'm maybe funny.
Dick is penetrating. Dick is going in.
Yeah. There's a guy in the NBA.
Man.
His name is.
Remember last was when he was a rookie. Him and Brown changed jersey. That was so scripted though. You know what I mean? Like he Brown, Dick held Brown, and then the other guy held his jersey. So he held Brown's jersey up, and then the other dude held Dick's jersey up. So it was like Brown Dick. And, absolutely did that shit on purpose. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
there was. You ever see like? There's a picture of this couple, and the back of the jersey says "Come in peace." Right? And then the wife, the back of her jersey says "I'm peace."
Oh man, no, I haven't seen that. We got for next show. We gotta look that up.
It's like an older couple. I'm just like, man.
No, Antonio Brown actually posted a picture. He wants to find that dude and give him like a merch deal because he had a Texas Rangers jersey. Yeah, and in the back, CTSPN. Oh, that goofy bastard.
He wants to send him some signed merch. I mean, shit. If that's all it's got to take for me to get an Antonio Brown
shit, me too. Absolutely, bro. Hey, he's making a comeback, bro. He's becoming popular now, man. So his jerseys and his merch is gonna start going up in value.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you got.
He's the one who keeps saying when Rodgers signs, remember who announced it first.
Yes, that's true. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was right about that. Let me see. I think here. You sent me that. Did you send me this one? Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
This is super dope, and this is so true, man. We're gonna end it up with this one and break down the different type of boroughs. Ready? All right, let's go.
Explaining Long Island neighborhoods to you like a New Yorker. Wine dance, crime dance is the East New York of Long Island.
Yeah,
like real life GTA. Brentwood, Long Island is the South Bronx of Long Island.
I've been to Brentwood.
Just drive down Fifth Avenue, you'll see.
Yep.
Freeport, Long Island is there. Washington Heights.
Bro, I used to roll in Freeport at this Dominican spot, bro, and it was fucking fire. I mean, you know how far it's for me to drive from East New York to go hang out in Freeport, bro? You know what I mean, dude? Late at night. Yeah, that's a hike. That's a hike, man. All right, let's go.
Cherry Grove. Long Island is their Greenwich Village.
That's true.
Cherry Grove is their freak-off island for these men. The Hamptons is Tribeca. If you have a friend that say he's in
Riverhead, bro.
he in jail. It's like the Rikers Island of Long Island. Lindenhurst birthed Gothic people. Everyone there look like they Gothic. Great Neck, Long Island. It's like those buildings on Central Park.
Yeah.
The old money. It's like the Great Gatsby.
It's true.
Huntington Station. It's like the Jackson Heights of Queens.
Oh, shit.
And you got Amityville. I know something bad happened over there. New York.
Oh, dude, that is so fucking true, dude. That is so true, man.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's funny, man, because Long Island. For anybody that doesn't live there, when you lived in the 5 boroughs, right? Especially Brooklyn, Queens and stuff like that. It's like your whole dream was to make it to the suburbs, right?
Yeah.
Buy a house, you got to pay a lot of money for a house over there. You got to pay a shitload of taxes, right? But you made it. That's like you made it, bro. You made it out the hood. But I heard this, and you're still there, Jim. But I heard that Long Island is nowhere near what it used to be, man. It's like now you got high rises, there's like shit growing up, weeds, man. Buildings going up. Every other town, it's insane, man. It's lost that suburb feel.
I think the only thing they know how to build out here is 7-Elevens, TD Banks, and whatever fucking fusion bullshit. It's like the only thing I ever see them build now. It's like nothing worthwhile. Oh, okay, and maybe a fucking Sonic, a Dairy Queen.
Oh man, Sonic, a Dairy Queen.
Wow. Yeah, I actually have a Dairy Queen right down the block.
We don't have that many. We don't have that many Dairy Queens down here.
And I'll tell you something right now. Like, I remember when everybody got all fucking excited for Sonic. So they opened the first one in Deer Park, right? On Deer Park Avenue. And for 2 weeks, the line was like
insane.
Fucking 30 blocks deep.
And it's shitty food, dude. You know what I'm saying?
So we finally, because I was still married at the time, so we take the trip about 3 weeks later, and it's only like a 20-minute wait. I go, this was the fucking wait?
It's not just like sucks.
And Denny's, let me tell you something. Places like Denny's, Sonic, Dairy Queen, they're good out-of-state places, and they need to stay there.
That's a Florida thing. Denny's is like there's no diners out here. There's not that many. There's only a few, right? We used to come out late night, you went to a diner. Denny's is what the diners were down here. Well, we used to go like clubbing down here in Miami and shit like that, and you only had like a few bucks left. You ended up at freaking Denny's. I mean, I got kicked out of a Denny's one time. You know what I'm saying? My buddy almost
they opened a Denny's in Center Reach, and the first time I ever went there, you had this fat broad who looks like she should be a server at like Waffle House.
She moved from Florida to work at that Denny's.
She smelled like a bad night decision, just cigarettes and alcohol. And she comes like, "What do you want, darling?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, somebody better to look at. That's one. And two, just whatever doesn't have cigarette ashes in it, I'll gladly eat. And it wasn't even that good.
No, it's not that great. It's not that good. I mean,
and they do know how to build Dunkin' Donuts out here and Starbucks too.
B. McCormick said it right. Almost, he said he's actually getting almost home and he's gonna drink a beer. Drink one for me, B. McCormick. I gave it up for Lent, so still got like a month to go. They got a Denny's up there and it's a drunk spot up there. That's what it's down here. Everybody go to a Denny's and flock. And Denny's at 4:00 in the morning, we're like packed. You're waiting for like 20 minutes to have shitty hash browns and shit. You know what I mean? And
Denny's is, and I'm sure Garrett would agree with this. It's just a upscale version of Waffle House.
It is, but it's not as fun. You know what I'm saying?
Because Waffle House, you're going to get them 3 a.m. brawls where somebody's getting slapped with a belt of waffle.
Absolutely. Somebody's like throwing hands, and all of a sudden it becomes you're either going to have people singing or playing hip hop, or you're fighting with everybody else is drunk there because you looked at me wrong.
Yeah, the fucking cooks are coming out with frying pans with bacon still cooking on it, slapping you around.
Here's the thing, bro. You don't want to mess around with the Waffle House staff, bro. Don't bitch about the food. Not only they got to spit on it, but then if you complain, they're gonna come out of the back of the kitchen and whip your ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with Waffle House out here, bro. Let me tell you something. Waffle House is famous in Florida. If every Waffle House closes because of a hurricane warning, that tells you the fucking hurricane is for real. Pack up your shit and leave. The people look at the Waffle House closure.
Said that they use the Waffle House as like a weather alert.
It's like, we're like a week away. And the Waffle House is open. That means like, that hurricane ain't got to do shit, bro. It's like hurricane season. Everybody's there on fire, bro.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, shit. People hear hurricane up here. They're fucking running, getting that fucking 30 loaves of bread. What the? That's even like there was like a flurry of snow, like the most we got in like 3 years in Long Island, right? So where I work, there's a Stop and Shop across the street, and it's packed, and people are fucking buying up like all the milk and the bread. I'm like, you act like you're getting snowed in. I'm not getting fucking snowed in. It's gonna be like a fucking inch of fucking snow, and they're like, oh, school closings. I remember fucking going to school. We'd be in school. It'd have to be a blizzard for them to let you go home early.
In all the years I lived in New York, right? School closed once for a blizzard, and that was 96 blizzard. Remember that? That's the only time. In all the years that I went to school over there, high school, middle school, elementary school, dude, they never closed. All right, it had to be like Armageddon, kind of snow fest.
Yeah, I remember that because I was in school.
Me too.
And I was in English class. Actually, I remember this because I got thrown out. And then they sent everybody home. I used to sit by the window. And remember that fucking projector where you fucking drew on it, like with the marker and shit?
Yeah, you put the fucking sheet of paper on.
A nice fucking snowball, and right in that fucking thing, it got right in the circuitry and everything. It was, and all of a sudden they're like, "Who did that?" And everybody just looks at me. I go, "Yeah, that shit was me."
Yeah,
I was the asshole in high school.
You know, it's funny. I was the guy that sent the kids to do that kind of shit. You know, I was always in the back scene, dude. For some reason, I manipulated shit. Shout out to my boy Harry. He was going crazy. Harry. Whatever he told Harry to do, he did it because he wanted to be like known. You know what I mean? I was like, Harry, look, do me a favor, bro. Go spit on the board, the blackboard.
I remember for all the shit that I did in school, the one time I didn't do it was the one time I got in trouble. That it took 6 teachers and the assistant principal to finally get me to leave the room because we had this like hick biology teacher, and this fucking kid decides to take my school bag, which was the biggest mistake you could do, and he throws it at his coffee pot, and it gets all over everything, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "I know this is your book bag, Mr. Plotner, blah, 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 get out." And I'm like, "Fuck you, you fat fuck." And everybody's like, and I was like, "I'm not fucking leaving." I'm like, "You didn't see me throw the bag just because it's my bag. I didn't throw it." I said, this fucking douche nozzle over here took my shit, and he fucking threw it. And he's like, I didn't do that. And I'm like, motherfucker, yeah, you did. And I clocked his ass. So he runs, he gets one teacher, and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, but can you leave?" And I'm like, "Excuse me, get the fuck out of my face." And it just went on. And then Mr. DiMartino goes, "Jim, come on, let's go and let's talk." Next thing you know, my fucking mom's in the principal's office. My dad's on the phone. "What the fuck did you do?" And I'm just like, I'm getting expelled.
Yeah, I never got caught. You know how many stink bombs I would lay down in the back of the damn room to just clear out the room, dude?
We used to do at lunch. You remember the chocolate milks in the little containers?
Yeah.
So we used to take everybody's leftovers. We left that much chocolate milk in there and then filled it, taped it, and we make chocolate milk bombs and throw it at the people we didn't like.
We used to do that too.
God, it was good. Then we found out the one girl stuffed a bra with Oreos.
Yeah, oh shit. So
I went up and I fucking go, I got some milk. Can I get an Oreo? I got suspended for that too because she started crying like a little bitch. Won't stuff your bra. So what, you got an itty bitty titty committee? Some guys like itty bitty titties. What of it? Shit.
It looks like B. McCormick said he sounds like him. He was in the principal's office every 2 weeks the last 6 years of school.
I named the chair that I used to sit in Lucille. And if anybody ever sat in it, I said, "Get your fucking ass up. That's mine."
Oh, yeah, you were one of those, huh? That's my seat, bro.
That's my seat. And then our principal was so stupid. She used to call me Billy because that's my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, "Billy, you're suspended for a week." I said, "Okay." I went back to school the next day. She sees me. It's got to be 5th period. And she goes, "Didn't I suspend you?" I go, "My cousin goes to Floral Park Memorial. This is New High Park Memorial, you stupid bitch." And she goes, "Well, then who are you then?" I said, "Well, you think I'm Billy, so I'm going to keep going with it."
No, you want to stay with Billy, man. You know,
I just kept going with Billy, and Billy kept getting suspended.
Sucks to be Billy.
Yeah, well, he never knew, so.
Yep. Oh, man. All right, Jim, man. Another good show, man. Shout out to Texas Tourists for, tuning in. Another new viewer. B. McCormick in the house, lighting up the Rumble. Chad, man, like this guy's is a real G. This dude, he hasn't even gotten home yet. He's been watching our show on his way home, man. I mean, this kid probably driving like 35, 40 minutes, man, to get to his house from his job where he lives. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Robert, shout out to Papacito. I mean, not Papacito. Abuelito Loco, as always. You know, he's probably on his third. What is the name of the cocktail again? He's probably.
The painkiller? Well, let's see. He ended work at 2. So if I know him, he probably already made one when he walked in the door.
Okay.
And then he probably fell asleep for a little bit and then made another one because he texted me at 6 and said 8 o'clock. And I go, yeah. So he probably had a 30. So he might be on 4 by now.
Yeah, man. And sitting in his car, right?
And
so
having 4 and having 2 of those alone is like having 5.
Wow.
So if you have 4, that's like having 12.
Holy crap, dude.
Because it's like because he makes it in a cup like this.
Does he use one of those plastic McDonald's cups?
So,
you know what I mean?
So it's when I have it, I drink it out of this Jets cup I have there that I got when I got free tickets one time. But like it's like 2 shots of rum, 1 shot of OJ, 2 shots of pineapple juice with ice and coconut cream, and then you just shake it together. You top it off with nutmeg. People be surprised nutmeg at the top of it, but it does add flavor to it.
Yeah, I mean that's talk about Heartburn City, man.
I partaked in a few the other night.
Oh, that was good. Take the edge off. You know,
it wasn't the next day.
No, take the edge off.
Yeah, well, it was a real shit day at work, and I'm like, you know what, make me one. And then we were sitting in the car, and then we were watching this movie Cruise on my phone, and then we go in, and then I'm like, out of nowhere, I just got up. I went to the bar down the block, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be blackout night.
Yeah, on a school night, man. I give you props.
Yeah, I know, which sucks because the next day at work was not fun. Not at all. I'm like, I can't do this. I got to limit it to like never at this point.
Yeah.
Because that day, it just didn't end at 1. It was almost like New Year's Eve again.
Oh, my God.
Where if we did a show that night, it would have been like this.
Yeah, you would have been right. Look, let's stare at the camera.
Leave me on the pussy.
Oh, that was good times, bro. Good times, man. Hey, man, don't worry. I'm looking forward to it. I stopped by my Lent process here, and I'll definitely have a beer or 2. I think I might take off the day after Easter, because that's when I'm probably going to start. You know, we do Easter dinner. I think I might go down through a couple bottles of wine just to catch up for the last month and a half or 6 weeks. All right, Jim. Listen, man, great show, my man. As always, man, we brought the variety. We had some action here, man. And hey, let's go Yankees, baby. Let's see what the season's going to hold for us. Definitely, it's the dead time of the year right now. And when it comes to sports, and I'm gonna go catch the rest of this damn Duke game, see how they're doing. So I haven't even looked that up. So I don't think I have any money. And that's with that being said, folks, thank you for watching, everybody. Catch us on the flip side. We'll be back a couple of Fridays from now, Friday or Saturday. Remember, we dropped the show Friday or Saturday, and we'll be back with Cigars and Sports. Your boy E-Man from the Sports.network, and of course,
Jim from the Fan and Van podcast.
Signing out, y'all. Peace.
Yo!